When the police entered the house, they found every mirror shattered, except for one. On its glass, written in what looked like blood, were the words, "I told you not to look." But this story didn't begin that night. It began a week earlier, with a man named Daniel. Daniel was a history teacher, quiet, ordinary, the kind of man no one ever noticed. After his aunt passed away, he inherited her old farmhouse on the edge of town. Everyone told him the same thing: don't move in. That house doesn't want you. He laughed it off. A free house was a free house. But the first night he stayed there, he noticed the mirrors. Dozens of them. Some hanging in hallways, others tucked in corners, as if the house had been watching itself, waiting. The second night, he woke to a sound, a faint tapping. He thought it was rain until he realized it was coming from the bathroom mirror. Standing in the dark, he watched as tiny cracks spread across the glass. From the inside. The next morning, he tried to take the mirror down, but no matter how hard he pulled, it wouldn't come off the wall, as though the house itself refused to let it go. That night, when he passed the hallway mirror, he swore he saw something, not his reflection, but a figure standing behind him. A woman, pale, motionless, smiling. He stopped sleeping. The mirrors showed him things that weren't there, doors opening on their own. Shadows crawling across the ceiling, his own reflection turning to face him when his back was turned. Desperate, he asked the neighbors. An old woman told him the truth. Your aunt never lived alone. She said the house had a second tenant, a tenant that lived behind the mirrors. And once it notices you, it doesn't stop. That night, Daniel covered every mirror in the house with sheets. Finally, silence. Finally, peace. Until 3:15 a.m. A whisper drifted through the halls. Why did you cover my eyes? The sheets began to slide off on their own, one by one. And in the darkness, the mirrors came alive. He saw himself dozens of times over reflections, moving when he didn't, smiling when he wasn't. He smashed one with a hammer. For a moment, the glass went black. But then a pale hand reached through the shards. The woman stepped out. Her face was blurry, shifting, like it couldn't decide who to be. I've been waiting, she whispered. You look just like her. Daniel realized then his aunt hadn't died of natural causes. She had been taken. He ran. Every hallway stretched longer than it should. Every door led back into the same room. The mirrors now showed different versions of him screaming, bleeding, hanging. Futures he couldn't escape. Finally, he found the front door. He pulled it open. Sunlight poured through. But when he stepped out, his reflection didn't follow. Because Daniel was still inside, trapped in the mirror, watching, as the house closed the door behind him. The police found the house empty days later. Every mirror smashed, except for one. On its glass, faintly fogged, was a single handprint. They say if you stand in front of that mirror at night, you'll see him. His face pressed against the glass, begging. If you found yourself in that house, would you dare look into the mirrors, or would you keep them all covered? Tell me what you'd do in the comments below. Click on the subscribe button and stay updated for more thrilling stories like this one. See you in the next video.